4, 3, 2, 1. Wildly Uninteresting podcast.
Sting.
Episode 118. 118.
That adds up to 10, the number of completion.
That's right.
With the beautiful Bobby Tingle.
Hey!
Bobby!
Hello, Bobby.
It's been a very long time since you've been. I think you were in the first year. Hold on. We've been fucking doing this for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
It's messed up.
Yeah, I hate Facebook for that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, you were in the first year, so it's been like a year and a half, man.
Well,
Where
I
the
guess
fuck
that
you been
makes
up to?
sense. 52 weeks a year. We've missed only a couple. Sorry, I'm just
Yeah.
amazed. I can't believe it. Sorry.
Time catches us all.
Yeah. Yes, do tell us.
Tell us, Bobby.
Tell us everything.
Tell us everything.
Everything.
Don't leave anything
Nothing
out.
exciting.
Well, all right. Well, fuck you. Then.
Yeah.
All right.
Still ain't hanging out with Ian.
You got back into Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. Is it everything, or is it just mixed martial arts?
Like my background's more boxing, wrestling, and judo and Muay Thai based.
Hell yeah.
Why'd you take such a long time off?
I hurt my knees because I'm old.
That's I think about the shit I used to do before I hurt my neck, man. And I hope that I can get back to there, but I don't know what, like, the knee is different. They can like replace shit and you can get back to full functioning and shit, but I don't know with the neck. I know they can replace things, but
Yeah, but I don't think it's good when they replace things in the neck.
No.
it's not the
They haven't
same.
quite perfected that
Yeah,
yet.
it could be if they weren't shitty. Get the mad scientists to work on it.
Maybe in like 2050, but by that time I'm not going to want to lift a weight. I'm just going to be like, I'm fucking out of here, man.
Don't even look at weights.
What's the ideal age for you to die? If you died right now, would you be happy?
27. I don't know.
I mean,
Way past.
Yeah.
I've had a fun life, but then I've got young kids, so
You want to see them do this?
see them get a little older and be around for them for a while.
Yeah. I says.
What if they start like fucking up majorly? Then would you be content to die?
Yeah, because then they'd be like me.
That's right.
You kids are all right.
I know where you're headed. It's okay. I know this game. Yeah, man. That's I don't know. Contentment, man. I'm okay with like not lifting weights and not getting my neck fucked with, but it'd be nice to get back to working out and shit. But if I've done as much as I've had, I'm pretty good with going out like right now.
Yeah.
Take me. Where the aliens at?
I'm tired of asking.
How many times do you have to? Because I always feel like if you say something over like whatever you call this media, it like projects the message more than if you were to say it to like your person or whatever, right? So it projects it into the universe more. When are they gonna fucking come? You hear me?
If anybody out there is willing to kill Adam, give us a call.
Also, I feel a huge amount of grief for females at the moment. I was on Reddit, right? And I didn't know there was this shit on Reddit. But I look up a lot of cannabis growing stuff and like weed in general. And somebody put in the comments, because there's this girl like sitting on a thing, they were like, trees gone wild. And I thought that was like cannabis gone wild. Don't ever go to trees gone wild.
Is it dendrophilia?
It's people butt naked, right? Which the females for me was okay, right?
Yeah, that's art.
And I entertained the idea. I kept scrolling, and I was like, all right, man, I'm going to keep looking. So it's naked people smoking or rolling weed or growing weed, blah, blah, blah. A bunch of dicks. A whole bunch of dicks. And I thought, I was like, I'm going to entertain this. I can't just look at the females and like be
Check out
disgusted
them
at the
dicks.
males, right?
Yeah.
So I was scrolling past dicks.
I don't know why not.
And I was like, God damn, dude, penises are aggressive.
Yeah, so you might as well, because we're that way. I mean, maybe I don't speak for every woman, but
Yeah.
I mean, penises are gross.
They're aggressive.
Yeah, they're very
They
aggressive.
look
yes.
angry all the time. A
I just
female's
wanna
vagina
fuck you.
looks like beautiful,
I don't
and
know,
art
like-
is inspired by it.
Some of them.
Unless it's mangled
Yeah, some of them just look like a fucked up
Some of them
sandwich.
looks like an Arby's.
Yeah.
roast beef curtains.
Like, what is that about?
I swear, man.
Tuck
I was
that
like,
shit in.
there's like poems and shit wrote about female vaginas.
There are whole
There's
books.
nothing wrote about dicks.
Yeah.
People are scared of it. I know why they're scared of it. And because you like see it from a different angle in a picture, you see it from the female's angle, and it's like, holy shit, that looks angry. I'm just saying, I feel sympathy. So for females that have to look like face to face to one-eyed,
That's why you just have conversations with it. Hello, sir. We're going to get
So
acquainted
strange.
here.
Oh, don't get up.
no sudden movements. No, I thought I'd bring that up, man. And I think that the name of the subreddit should have been a little more on point.
You would
It's too
think.
vague.
No,
It's far too vague.
there's some that are like just letters. It's like acronym basically. But one of them is, I don't even know really what it is, but it's
Right.
essentially, to be honest, the only reason I clicked on this is because it has a woman in it, but it actually turned out to be cool. So it's all these, TBH, whatever, and it's all just a bunch of girls doing stuff. And the only reason people click on them is because it's got a female in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
real.
that's obvious. Like, even like there's quite often that's the only reason that I'm clicking on something.
That's
Might be the
awesome.
only
I
reason
guess-
I ever did anything in life was
That's why
for
we got
females.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, man. It has to be. And
Yeah,
it's-
definitely.
OnlyFans ain't looked at like what's that camgirls.com or some shit where you know what you're getting into. OnlyFans or fans only, whatever. You go there and you're like, I may see a nipple, I may not.
I might see some girl coloring or making a pillow
Yeah.
with her boobies out.
Yeah.
I just assume everyone's tits are out on this thing. I've never gone to it. I don't
That's
know
a
anything
good,
about it.
Assumption. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tits out.
Yeah. Or they're like putting their feet and stuff. I figure there's a lot of foot play.
It's like the most harmless, weird thing.
Yeah.
But feet,
I'm going to put my
yeah.
foot in this mayonnaise and then put it on the bread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's actually a lot of people's thing though.
I put
I
my
don't
hand
know.
in some mayonnaise one time.
Yeah,
and
you did.
Yeah, I sure did. My hand has never been so smooth in my life.
Oh,
It-
I know, yeah.
It felt
It's
great.
so weird.
I just
And I
want to put
assume
my
that was
body
for
in
the
it.
science project.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
yeah. I
I was
threw
like, man,
it
if
out
you've
on
done
the
it since
basketball
then,
No, I threw
Yeah,
it on the
dude.
basketball court. See how
Benji
it
and I would
splattered.
have no part of it.
What, the mayonnaise or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
we're testing splaticity for a science
Oh.
project. We're like, Sarah, we need you.
For sure.
Yeah,
Man.
I'll throw it.
I got hit with a packet of mayonnaise in gel because I was taking a shower and
'Cause you
somebody
were
come
in jail.
across and like threw it because I was in
Yeah.
jail.
Are you
Yeah,
sure it
I
was
know.
mayonnaise?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
How
You're
did you
right,
get a
man. It's
sealer in
smooth.
here?
Yeah.
Super smooth.
Absolutely.
And I know that like in other places that they don't provide like ethnic hair products, they'll use mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm. I
because it
swear to
brings
God,
back-
I've always wanted to put it in my hair and see how it would go.
it
I
goes
just-
apparently very well.
I just don't know how easily it would wash out. I imagine it's oil based, so it might really stick in there, and my hair gets greasy way too quickly.
Yeah.
So I can just put it on the ends, I guess. See
Maybe
how
if you
it
spend a month in the desert.
yeah,
consider it.
lather myself and just or slather rather.
I would say you would take the main ingredient out of it. Whatever the oil is in there is what's doing it. Like the mayonnaise and additive salts maybe do something, but probably not. Right?
I like what salt water does to my hair.
Yeah.
I do too. I love it.
Yeah,
I was,
me too.
Yeah.
Have
really
you been
makes it beautiful.
have you ever been to float? Like the
No.
sensory deprivation? You need to do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, Bobby.
Do
Yeah.
it, damn it.
I
What are you
just-
doing with your life? I mean, come on.
Hanging
went
out with
the other-
losers.
Yeah, right.
That'll
You
do.
get your priorities straight.
Yeah, man, it's a good time to sit there and think. I think that's the hardest thing to do in life is to get away from noise,
Yeah.
your phone, your TV, and shit like that. I'm not one of those that ever like peace and love, go sleep deprivation or
I
whatever
sure
it is
am.
called. Oh, sensory
I'm
deprivation.
not allowed to sit and think.
No,
That's a wife rule. That's when I come up with the, hey, this would be fucking great if we did this.
yeah. dude.
Let's destroy
no, it
something.
I was speaking of that. I was over at your house looking at work, right?
Yes.
And your children, it baffled me. I'm gonna bring this up because I told Sarah about it when I got home. They were they were allowed to pick up the I'm going to say farm animals because there were like you had like
Chickens
roosters
and-
and chickens
yeah.
and stuff.
Because cops
And,
just
Turned
sounds
into green
weird.
acres overnight at my house.
And I think isn't one of your kids into art and then you teach
Yeah.
photography to your son and so okay. And I just thought about like when I was a kid, which my parents, they cultivated like music, right? And stuff like that. And I feel like if we were better off, like they would have been able to cultivate more. But I like how your kids are able to just like freely like ask questions, pick up animals, do it like your daughter was running around with the chicken with the bad foot, or I forget, it might have been the rooster with the bad foot, but
I don't remember.
yeah,
Tell
but,
us.
I know
like,
what you're talking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
because they brought the chicken in. It lived in the house for
yeah,
like a week while they fixed the foot and put whatever shit on it to heal it.
Yeah.
And even your
vet
son
days.
and all the photographs and stuff. I just think like cultivating. I don't think enough families cultivate like art and interest and shit like that.
Yeah,
They're
they
more
don't.
like go to school, get the grades, go to college.
Watch
And
your
it
TV
sucks.
shows.
Or get out of the house and go do something until it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like your kids are, I don't know, expanded mentally compared to like a family that was like strict on the rules.
For sure.
But I always told Sarah that, man, I've never got a chance to tell you that. I thought that was fucking cool. And I sit there and watch them, and then there was like a cat running around that had some issues. And
Yeah.
But it just seemed like they were very, what's the word for it when you're very inquisitive?
Well-rounded.
Is that the word?
Yeah,
Inquisitor.
absolutely.
Curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inquisitive is nice.
I'm
We need
surprised
more of
my
that.
middle
So
child didn't
fancy.
ask you a ton of questions about being an electrician.
Which, your middle child is a girl?
Zane, he's the tall one.
This-
He's the tall
I would
one.
say, yeah, they got, how old is he?
He's 14.
Just tall as shit.
He's already wants to apprentice on something when he turns 16.
Oh,
Hell
nice,
yeah.
man.
That's
a
cool.
good age to figure it out. Like 17
Yeah.
is when I got into it, and I fucking hated it. But
Right.
I loved it after knowing that I was mechanically inclined, you know.
I mean, it seems like a better path than college.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I tell him.
Learn a
Yeah,
trade,
dude.
bitch.
Yeah,
If-
definitely.
If I had done that the entire time instead of like trying to do college for 3 or 4 years, I would have made so much money because I was, no bills and stuff at the time. I was younger, and I wouldn't owe like $20,000 in student loans right now.
For real.
Never gonna pay it, like
You get paid
wink,
to
wink.
apprentice.
Yeah, man. And you get paid to go to school. You never owe a dime after you go with any company. You never owe a dime.
If you're
Man.
electrician or plumber or whatever, you go apprentice and they pay you to teach you how to do that work.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
so with apprentice, you're making money and you don't have debt. For college, you pay, and if you're an intern,
Yeah.
it's like,
don't
well,
get even
Absolutely.
paid.
yeah, welcome
If
aboard,
you're gonna do
slave.
something you can make money with it out of college, but if you're doing like what do they call it, liberal arts,
Yeah, it's
and
like a philosophy.
philosophy,
Yeah.
the ones where you walk out with $100,000 in debt and no job prospects.
No job at all. There's
Well,
no
Kant
guarantee at all.
said, well, you can't get a job with that.
Yeah. No one
That's,
gives a
uh,
fuck. He's dead.
I always preach. I preach electric just because, like, they give you college credits for your electrical engineering degree while you're in it. But HVAC, I wish I had any knowledge on that because I could do my own stuff at home and stuff. But man, the trades are where it's at, and they took that completely out of the schools, which is
Yeah.
very odd, And now they complain that there's not enough people in the workforce.
And then
for
they
this
don't
reason.
have like shop classes. 'Cause
Yeah,
my
none
kids
of that.
homeschool, so I don't know what they're doing, but
They don't
No, they
have
don't.
CAD or anything anymore.
Do
they
you
don't
not
have
live at
home
home?
ec.
What'd you say?
So do you not live at home?
Well, I do, but I don't know what the high schools
Okay.
like. My kids, they learn how to do stuff in the garage, work on stuff.
Yeah.
And like when somebody like Adam comes out, they'll ask him a bazillion questions.
It's a
Cool.
good idea. I don't know. I guess some kids just aren't curious like that. But, if you're like cultivating that kind of environment, you're going to be more inclined to ask questions.
Yeah.
People suck. High schools are crazy, though. I don't know why they got rid of all that stuff. They're like, just pass these tests and that's all we care about. And we're terrible on the scale of education. So let's get rid of the things that like really help us. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Makes all kinds of sense.
I mean, like I've
Fuck
read
you.
where they've added,
If you want idiots doing dumb shit jobs, you want
Yeah.
the people that can't do any
and
better.
they're doing what like home ec type of classes in college now.
Oh, no
Because they're
shit.
not teaching it in high school anymore.
So now you have to
Crazy.
pay for it.
I had
You
that
gotta
shit in
pay
middle
to learn how to
school.
balance a checkbook. Or,
That's so stupid.
Well, I mean, if you can't
Wow,
watch a
dude.
YouTube video to learn that, then what are you doing?
That's I do work for a guy that he'll go to like Trinity and St. X, and he'll get a group of guys, like 10 of them, and then they come help him all summer, and he'll teach them how to like change tires, change oil, cut the grass, work on the mower and stuff. And he was like, man, half these kids are getting out, most of them, and they don't even know how to change a tire, let alone like anything to do with real life. It's sad, but that's how it is now.
I feel like gun to my head, I could figure out how to change a tire. I just haven't.
Right.
Yeah. It's like you got the thing, you take the things off, pop the boy off, put the boy on, put the things on.
Yeah.
I would say you have the information in your head, but
See, now we got an
Actually haven't
idea
done it.
for a movie for the 48-hour film fest.
Yeah.
Somebody holding a gun to Ian's head, making him change a tire.
Change the fucking tire, dumbass!
Do it!
I'm just really hungry.
We did
That's
one
awesome.
year where you had to work in a piece of pizza, and they did the crew I worked on did a zombie film. So
Yeah.
They just had some random guy delivering pizza in Honolulu.
That's awesome.
didn't know he was involved in it.
Who
That's
does
cool
the
shit.
the thing?
I forget the name of the people that run it off the top of my head, but it's every like July or August.
Yeah.
In 48-hour film fest, you go in on Friday. They give you your genre. They give you something you have to work in the movie, like a piece of pizza, and they
Yeah.
give you a line you got to work in, and then you go and you've got to script it, film
that's
it,
good.
That's
edit
awesome.
it, and finish it, and deliver it. I think it's by 6:00 Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And that's in Louisville.
Yeah. Well, they
God,
do it
that's cool.
nationwide, but
I want to
Yeah.
do that
you
next
compete
year.
against
That
other
sounds
people in
cool.
Louisville.
Dude, that's sick. That is a
It's-
good idea.
Yeah.
It's a long weekend, but it's a lot of fun.
It's like that one cooking show, you know? They're like, your secret ingredient is beets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want that.
So,
idea.
me and Sarah were talking in the car, and now that I know that your kids are homeschooled, I'm going to ask you, since you know, do they require does the state hand you a syllabus and a curriculum, and you have to?
I believe that you can get one. We get through a program called Abeka. I think we pay you like $1,000 a year for, and you get books and online streaming classes and.
Oh, all right.
Do you get to teach it your way, or do you
Yes.
have to, okay?
Well, if you're doing the online streaming classes, it kind of goes along with their teachers. But if you want to do it on your own, yeah, you can teach it your way, whatever hours.
Got you. That's what we were wondering because
Whatever hours. We're not starting until midnight.
Yeah.
Well, I
Awesome.
mean, like we do ours all summer long, year round, and then like we'll go
Yeah.
on vacation in a few weeks, and we'll give them
Oh,
a week
you
off
can.
in September when like
Hell
we'll go
yeah.
down to the beach in or South Carolina, and nobody, it's not as crowded.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's because I was asking her like the benefit of homeschooling is you get to teach your way, you get to introduce information that like teachers in a structured school wouldn't teach, or the way they would do it, or allow the kid to think and ask different questions, and you get to focus on them. But it would suck if the state still requires the indoctrination that they do in like public
Yeah.
schools and
It'd be funny if they put that on the paper.
I know.
Make sure to indoctrinate them.
yeah.
Make sure you
You
teach
know what I
the
mean.
No, I know.
not
Yeah.
real algebra.
Yeah.
like a lot of people don't know, one of the biggest homeschool programs in the country is based out of Louisville,
Really?
called the Highlands Latin School.
Oh no! I
And they
didn't
have
know
a
that.
physical school you can
Okay,
go
yeah,
to
I've seen
in the
that
Highlands.
place, and I thought I want to learn Latin.
but
Yeah.
Oh, it's not what that is.
They probably won't teach me Latin.
they might.
Yeah.
But, like we could buy their curriculum and teach them at home.
Yeah.
Or-
The whole conversation was of this. It was like Louisville homeschool honey badgers or something.
yeah.
And the kid had a jersey and stuff. And that's what I asked her. I was like, are they? I just didn't understand how that works. I've only met like two guys that were homeschooled, in my whole life, which was
They
crazy.
have like groups that get together. So say like this parent's really good at math, this parent's really good at English. Then
Ah,
the group will go to this kid's house for math day, and then they'll go to this kid's house for English
Oh,
day
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
or science or what have you. And then they have groups that do sports.
nice. Because something I told her. I was like, the benefit of like public school or whatever private school is like the social interaction with other humans. You get to see how they act and react to things. So I was wondering how they get that, and it's through the groups and
Through the
shit.
Who gets to
Groups
do
are-
sex ed? Is
Ooh,
that the
that's a
creepy
good
guy down the
question.
street?
Yeah.
Because I'll just be on Google like, here, look at this.
No shit.
Now you're ruined. Go on.
You're rough. I'm glad that my parents, I found one of their pornos when I was like 7, and they sat down with me, and I knew from like a young age, like, this is cool as fuck.
Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was great, man. And then I used
Nice,
to
a furry porno.
Old school reel to reel, or were you a little younger?
Oh,
where
yeah,
it was
it
on
was
VHS.
Yeah. Through a
I'm
VCR.
old, so it would have been reel to reel. We would have been like, how the fuck?
Good night. They
Just hold it up to the window. There you go.
yeah, they definitely had big bushes, man. It was that time. But yeah, my parents had to sit down like at a young age. I think it was beneficial, but for some reason I knew like as a kid, like that's some fucking, I want to be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at like 8.
I want to grow up and be that guy.
Yeah, dude. It's like, this looks fun, man. But I wish like that's why
people.
I told Sarah, I was like, I don't know, when I was a kid, I knew I was heterosexual because of that. That moment, I was like, that chick looks amazing. So I guess for like homosexual children, they know that pretty much
Hell yeah.
from their biology.
I like the hairy beaver, not the snake.
Yeah, dude. They had to have known that, like if a child is gay from birth,
Yeah.
because I knew it when I was 7 or 8 that I liked that
Well, and,
female on the screen.
I mean, if you think about, which I'm thinking about girls, I don't know what it's like to be a boy, of course, but
What?
being young, I had like crushes on everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
and they were always guys,
Yeah.
which is kind of surprising considering
It shocks
me,
all of
but
us too.
yeah, right. But it was always guys. I liked every man that was ever around, all of them. They were all cute. They were all awesome. Every single one of them. Never
your-
once thought about a girl.
What's your thoughts on if a child, say like 6 to 9, right, comes up and it's like, hey, I want to be transgender. I want to transition into said whatever, giving them hormone therapy.
Sleep on it for 9 years.
Yeah.
9, yeah.
I feel like giving them hormones is
At
that's
that
rough.
young of an age,
yeah,
yeah.
because there's a lot that's going on in your body. Now, if you want to, dress like the opposite of whatever you currently are, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want.
If you want to be like, what's it? You want to pull an Eddie Izzard?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's fine.
I mean, it's a great idea. I mean,
That's
express yourself however you want to.
But beyond that, it's just retarded.
Yeah.
Me and Mike were talking about it, and I was like, the bad part about it is if you give a child hormones or to stop hormones at that young of an age, they can never gain the, if they want to transition back later, they can never do that because they didn't have the development
Right.
from the beginning. That's so detrimental at that age. And parents are fighting against them like, you don't understand. They can always transition. They can't come back after you do that at a young age. But not saying they would want to come back. That's not where I'm going with that. But
Right.
you get what I'm saying.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Where would kids even learn about that?
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
I think presently it's
The meetings.
Well, I think there's just a lot more people talking about it and trying to like accept it into society as just like this is
Yeah.
another option.
It's a pretty predominant counterculture.
One of
I
my
don't know if it's
friend's
a
kids,
counterculture,
well,
but-
our friend's kids, is transgendered, and what I think he's 12, maybe 13. Like he already knows about it. Like the kids apparently of this generation, they just know shit. They're
Yeah.
all
But I kind of agree with that too. Like taking everything aside, like anything to do with media, anything to do with your friends, kids, other things in the environment, like would that same situation occur if the child wasn't subject to it in movies and television,
well, and
media, all
if
that?
our culture wasn't so strict on this is what a man does and looks like and acts like and this is what a woman does, like would we even consider doing it if you could just free flow and not
Oh,
be
yeah.
judged? And I mean,
That would make a good long-term experiment. If you
Yeah,
take
man.
Absolutely.
Take a few families and separate them from social media and
Yeah, all
mainstream
of it.
media at this
God.
point, and just let the kid grow up.
for sure.
You just
See-
kidnap some Amish people.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
man,
it's
yeah,
a
that
great.
would-
That'd be a
Yeah.
great
Have
study,
actual
man.
like data going
Yeah,
on.
I feel
good
like
social study.
our
dude.
parents did a very good job of not forcing us into boxes. I'd like to be a part of
Maybe
that
you.
study.
Thos pulled me aside when I was 5. He said, "You're gonna like pussy, or I'm gonna rape you to death." I was like, "What?"
All right, man.
No, he didn't say that.
Take the
A
red
lot
pill.
cooler if he did.
I think they did a great job of just letting us be ourselves and grow up however we were
Yeah.
gonna end up being. And I don't see why more people aren't like. I mean, I can understand your fears of
I
I don't want my kid to experience these certain things because of how they are, but just let it fucking happen.
I'd love to
We'll be
see it
fine.
though.
I'm not afraid of it, but I don't want to influence my kids.
Absolutely,
Right.
yeah.
You do you.
That's
Be
the
who you
hardest
are.
part though, is like just allowing the kid to be the kid and not projecting any of your values or morality or anything on that kid is hard for, as a parent anyways, and in the world that we live in. But it would be cool to see a group of children grow up without the structures of male and female,
For sure.
and see how fluid it could get.
Yeah.
And not only that, how creative it could get, because then you're not locked down to, oh, I got to play baseball and football and wrestle and this and that. Like I can write poems and draw pictures, and I don't have to feel bad for that.
Yeah.
You know?
I think one day we'll see a little bit better what that would look like, because we're certainly heading that way where it's becoming a bit more fluid. And I mean, of course, I don't think it's possible to get it 100% like unadulterated or whatever you want to call it, because it's just how the world is. But I think we'll see some more fluidity and people just being themselves or doing what the fuck they want.
But then it's like, do you like what you like because that's what you like, or do you like what you like because that's what people around you
You're
like?
having the Lorelai
Yeah.
thing. Do I
Yeah.
like Pop-Tarts because they're good, or do I like
We
Pop-Tarts
kinda-
because my parents don't want me to?
We're kind of getting to see that because our kids are homeschooled. So they
Yeah.
don't have that
Yeah.
other bunch of kids and peer pressure. They're liking what they like.
Yeah, man. And you can tell that right away. That's why I was asking, and that's why I was talking to her about it. So you could tell that right away that they were genuinely themselves, and it was fun to watch because it was just interesting to see a cultivation of creativity and wonder, instead of you're gonna do this,
Right.
and this is what we like, so you like it too. But you could tell that like immediately when you walked in. And I think your wife's the same, isn't she? She's pretty open.
Yeah,
with,
she's open to it.
yeah.
The,
Man.
the only thing I made, like my daughter, I made her learn how to box.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that
yeah.
idea.
I was like, you don't gotta love it. You don't gotta do it forever like Daddy does, because that's how I like to exercise. But I was like, you're a girl, you're a blonde, you're gonna grow into a kind of
Yeah.
nice body. It's like there are gonna be people that are gonna try shit, and you need
For
to be
sure.
able to stop them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Chicks that can defend themselves are awesome.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not taking your shit
Yeah.
because you're a man.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
I wish I could genuinely fight. I feel like I could defend myself if necessary. It's not guaranteed that I would do a good job, but I wouldn't hesitate.
You probably
that's for
wouldn't be
sure.
able to finesse it, but I feel like you'd have no problems going for the throat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You're more than welcome to come out and train a little if you ever want
That'd
to.
be awesome.
It's like we have mats, we have heavy bags.
Yeah. I love
That's
that
what
idea.
my daughter,
Be serious.
Yeah.
thanks to
shit.
John Wick,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
they love the throw, like the judo throws, like they do in the John Wick movies,
Yeah.
and the arm locks or whatever, and slamming people
Yeah.
down. So
That'd be a lot of fun.
she's all into.
Yeah. Look, I'm so out of shape. I'd throw like 3 punches and be like, well, that's enough for today.
I just imagined getting tossed. I just lay there. Oh, fuck me.
See you
This
next
is
week.
terrible.
I'm on the mat here. I'm gonna take a nap.
I've been thrown around by one female in wrestling, man, and she could fight like a dude. I mean, she was pretty as all get out, and you wouldn't have expected it, but she could handle her own, man. It was interesting. But I think you're right though. Like my dad used to make me, like, if I came in crying and like I lost a fight or something, he would make me go back out and like not come back in until I felt okay about myself.
Track him down and punch him again.
Yeah, dude.
Kill that
He was
motherfucker.
serious about that. He's like,
Son.
don't come in here feeling bad. You know, you got to come in here and be okay with yourself and you know, whatever. And so I thank him for that. At the time, I was like, it's fucked up. But, now I'm like, all right, because like at work, like I don't come home until I feel like I've done something. And if I haven't, like I feel bad for that. So I continue to try to like best myself. But,
I mean, it's a
sometimes
good way
it's
to be.
fucking
I mean,
lose.
do shit right. I mean, right to you, whatever that is. And, make sure it's your job is done well, whatever, not literal just work, but
It goes back to the duct tape
Your job.
argument, man. There's
Yeah.
so many times that I'm like, man, I can just tape this with some electrical tape and it'd be fine. I know it'd be fine for years and stuff, but I'm like, man, if anybody sees it, it's my name. Like, it'd be rough.
definitely.
It's the toughest part.
If I'm not using a $50 piece of equipment, they're gonna judge me.
Yeah, dude, it's a rough moral battle, and when you go out there and you're like, your name's on something, you know.
I'd like to see what would happen if you're like, oh, man, I accidentally drilled a hole in your roof. Are you cool with me fixing it with duct tape?
Putting duct tape over it.
I'd like to see that
You
happen.
should just ask them, like, every time you show up to a job site, how would you feel if I were to make a minor mistake and fix it with duct tape? Not saying I'm gonna, but
just doing a little survey
yeah,
here.
hypothetically.
Yeah, I got a few customers now. I'm gonna ask them. I'm like, if I fuck this up, can I use duct tape?
They'd be like,
You
I don't
cool
give a
with
shit.
That'd be weird, man. No, I don't think. I think I would. There's things I do, and I do it by the book, and I still come home and I'm like, man, I could have done that a little different, and I don't sleep right that night or something. I know it sounds stupid, but it's just not feeling okay about yourself or whatever. Sometimes it's just insecurity, but you know
Yeah.
that comes with it, I
Because
guess.
it's not ideal.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be better, but it's not. Yeah.
So much.
Sleep it off.
Hey, does your dad? Because I know he's had a work history. I know he's retired now, but did he do anything in photography and film, or did he just do that on the
He
side?
picked it up when he retired.
Oh, really? I thought he's just been doing it because you all take great
I
pictures.
assumed he'd been doing it like a lot of his life.
He
Has he been retired for 30 years?
Right?
he probably would have liked to have been.
Yeah.
No
Well,
shit.
yeah.
I always
the
wonder what I would pick up or do if I didn't have to go to work. Like, what would you do with a universal income where you didn't have to worry about bills? I mean, you photography makes martial arts, but is there something else that would tickle your fancy?
Competition shooting.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hell
Either something like what they call 3-gun, where you run through with a pistol, a rifle, and a shotgun, and there's insane metal targets, and you got to run through these crazy mazes and shoot, or like skeet shooting or something with shotguns.
Yeah.
It's
That's
kind of
awesome.
fun. So
Yeah, dude, that sounds sweet.
See, those are the kind of thing I want. I would just like to see universal basic income for 2 years, right? And just see what people come up with, because you don't have the thought of the profit gain. You can just do and be creative. I think we could get a lot further that way.
I
Now,
was
saying
thinking-
if it would work, I don't know.
I was thinking about it the other day. If we get the universal basic income, then people are going to have the money that they need to live and eat. But then I thought, well, medical costs being what they are, unless there's government health care, then a lot of people are just going to get sick and die off.
Yeah.
And the only
Awesome.
people that are going to
Yeah.
continue are the people that have that supplemental income, we'll say.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably cool, but it's not going to be rainbows for everybody, which
No,
is
I don't
fine
think
because
so.
most people suck. But, that's how I see it.
that reminded me of a conversation we have sometimes at my house. If we didn't have the medical technology we have, how many more people would have, going with Darwinism, how many people would be dead, and how much stronger or smarter would the human race be right now?
Yeah.
definitely.
Keeping the weak alive.
It'd be
optimal.
That's a good.
There's a lot
question
of
to
people
pose.
that wouldn't be alive if not for our medical technology.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make it.
Even
Right.
over stupid mistakes, or just being an idiot, or driving
Right.
too fast on the highway, and they bring them back practically from the dead.
Yeah.
You're right.
Like
That's
a
like
lot of
soci-
gunshot wounds. A lot of
Yeah.
Societally, we've chosen quantity over quality
we have.
Yeah,
because medicine allows it.
dude, that is a cool thought experiment. I'm gonna think about that when I lay down tonight.
Yeah.
I like that thought
Add
experiment.
that, take that, and add in. One of my thoughts I've always had is if all the races mixed, African,
Yeah, you get the
base,
gray race.
European race, whatever, Japanese, Chinese. If we all whittled down where all the DNA was mixed, because everybody's got stuff they're good and not so good at, and if you mix it all together and then take the medical technology out, what kind of a people would you have at the end of that over, say,
That'd
1,000
be
years?
really neat.
Yeah.
God, the white supremacists hate that idea.
Bunch of smart
Yeah.
people
This
that
one
know
up,
martial arts and can dunk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like if you look at interracial children, they're almost always beautiful.
Absolutely,
Yes, dude.
dude. I
Yeah,
know.
man.
Right
They
there.
really are.
And a lot of times they're super
You're
smart.
real excited.
Yeah.
You know, they're either smart or
I've
they're
never
really
seen an
talented
ugly
in
mixed
race
something in the
kid.
arts, like
Yeah.
piano or painting or whatever. So
Because
if
they
we
get
just threw it all in and took racism completely out of the equation.
yeah, man. Then there'd be nothing to fight about because everybody is actually mixed
That
race.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's another
Instead of your
added bonus.
skin, they'd hate your size.
You're
Yeah.
so little.
That's why
Fuck
we
you.
must pluck out all of their
Hold on now.
eyes.
That was
No, it's
uh,
We're
it's
not
an
doing,
IC
we're
it's
not
an
doing
ICP
short hate
line.
today.
It's
Yeah.
like, fuck skin color. Everybody's blue. What would all these
Everybody's
bigots
blue.
do? Instead of your skin, they'll hate your eyes.
Yeah,
Your
they'll hate
size. That's why I
something.
must pluck out all of
Yeah,
their
man.
eyes.
Go.
anyway, I think a lot of racism
Yeah.
comes from it's either envy or the fact that they're hateful people and they have to blame somebody for their shortcomings.
I think
what they
that's
have
it.
to do, man.
Yeah.
And a
You
lot
know
of
what I
it's social media influence these days.
Dude, so much is
Yeah.
influenced from social media, and that's I was scrolling down Instagram and I made a new one. That way I wouldn't be like nothing was tagged on me, so I could just go through there freely and see what's going on. And there's so many that they spout off like these dumb numbers,
Right.
and they're clearly wrong and they're clearly biased. And you're like, but there's people who are like, what? Like
Yeah.
93% of said race is against white people. I believe this is
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
I
It's
was
so crazy.
listening to a podcast the other day, and the whole thing they were talking about like the 90s and how it's still around today, but they were talking about those AOL discs that used to come in the mail,
Yeah,
and
I
it would
remember those.
allot you 50 hours of time.
Yeah.
And how much different the world would be if those still existed, if you had limited amount of time on the internet and just everything that goes with that, how different the world would be. And it's crazy to think that instead we have just unlimited amounts that we can be there. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be on the internet driving down the road and just,
And people,
Yeah.
man, and they do that. And the one of our basic instincts is like fear, and we thrive in anger. Like anger is a very powerful emotion that we fucking love. Like people love to get irate about things, and the internet is geared towards that.
fuck yeah.
But geared in like racism or a group of people or Trump supporters or whatever, and everybody, I mean, you see it all the time. I have family members that do that shit, and you're like, where did you even come up with this shit? You know what I mean? How do you even think that this is a way of life? You know what I
And
mean?
the saddest part about that is they could look up the facts just as fast as they could
Yeah,
read the bullshit.
yeah,
Well, yeah. But
But-
they choose to believe the bullshit.
yeah. Anything
no
I feel
sense.
like
Because they're
comes
too
from
stupid for facts.
It's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
You can read on your phone the nonsense, or you could just as fast search for the actual facts and
yeah.
I'm not going to
data to
search
back
for
it up.
that.
Yeah. The nonsense makes me feel like I'm
Yeah.
crazy. I
This
don't
is
know.
what I've been
Yeah.
saying.
Or it makes you feel like you're the hero of your own
what
story,
it
and you
is,
can
yeah.
fight your fight with a group of people that are also reading this dumb shit. And we're definitely
I
a very
belong.
weird group of individuals nowadays. But it's not just us; it's other countries too. You know, it's more prevalent here because we're here and we can see it.
Right.
But
And I don't get on the French internet. So I
Right.
don't know what they do.
that
Wouldn't
just
be able to
reminded me
understand
with
it
the,
anyway.
the past like year and a half with COVID and everything. I've got a good photographer friend in England,
yeah,
and he'll email me or text me or whatever and ask me what's going on. He said because they've got a lot of our information blocked
yeah,
where they can't see what's even going on in America, even in England.
yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
That's
China
what I
does the
thought. I
same
was
way.
like, that's kind of odd
Yeah.
that England would do it. He's like, yeah. He's like, even searching on the internet, it
Yeah.
kind of cuts out what we can find.
So why do you think that is?
Nothing good.
Well,
China does the
Indeed.
same thing, and they like even if you're playing a video game with a person that lives in China and you say anything against China,
Done.
they cut your feet. They watch them so closely, and they dictate what they see so much that I mean they're on it. They'll cut your feet immediately, and I guess it's a way for them to control a population in their country. What were you gonna say?
Oh, we were watching a thing about artificial intelligence and just how different states or different countries are using it differently. And United Kingdom was putting like facial recognition up like China has, and kind of it was an experiment, and it wasn't like everywhere, but I guess to see, I don't even know what their goal was or what they said their goal was, but it almost seems like they're going towards like an authoritarian type of society, which is
But
frightening.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in this so-called free country, they're moving into that, and I don't know. It's good in the sense that it would give us security and it would help us move through the world more easily, but they're not going to use it that way. We know that.
They
If
gave
history
some
tells
guy a ticket because he noticed and he didn't want to be like seen, so he covered the bottom of his face, and they gave him a ticket for that. So he wasn't allowed to do that. Like, that's nuts.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
But
You rip it up.
there is a huge amount of misinformation, misfact. Like, they don't even have. That's the bad thing. When people go to look, they either don't trust the actual facts because they've built this conspiracy theory thing where they're like, we just don't trust any industry that does any studies, or they just, I don't know, man. They believe in these false statements, and they're like, no, this is fact. And they just disregard studies, and I don't know, man. I don't understand the psychology behind it.
I think part of the problem is they believe certain things, so going into like reading, and they're not going to learn, they're going to
No.
validate what they already
Yes.
believe.
Ah.
So they find this information that matches it, and they're like, fact, done.
Oh,
And it ends there.
It's like you make a shitty investment, like a terrible company, and you just keep all your money in it. You know,
Yeah.
like, this is going to go up one day.
Absolutely. It's the best company ever.
Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
Invest in Apple.
It's a really good way to look at. That's definitely what it is. They want it backed up by something, and if the facts don't do it, at least this website on Facebook
Right.
does.
I mean, I found it on the internet. It's definitely true.
How many people back up their statement with an op-ed article from somewhere?
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Do
Definitely.
you understand what op-ed means?
BuzzFeed agrees with me.
Right. TMZ. What-
Yeah, dude.
BuzzFeed drives me crazy with how many of their articles are like, we found this post on Reddit.
Right.
What?
Dude, you know, a lot of places
read
are
Reddit.
doing that. A lot of places like Washington Post I've read, and they're not only changing their statements by the day, like they'll come out with something that they read or that's trending on social media, and then the next day they don't print retractions like they used to. That used to be a big deal if they had to print a
Yeah.
retraction. Now
There's
they
integrity.
change it. Yeah, they just change it the next day, and we're like, oh, well, this, or they get you on another track.
Right.
That way you forget about the thing that they just.
But you
said.
guys were
What?
wrong about this. You should write a retraction. Yeah. We were wrong. But did you see this ad?
Yeah.
I'll update
Scary.
the article, but since all these people have already read it, they're not going to reread it again.
Right.
Right.
Why would they? Yeah, man.
That happened with like the whole Ryan Adams shit.
Yeah.
The New York Times was quick to jump on his ass. Mm-hmm. Then, the feds, they were like, no, he's fine. Nothing here. They didn't write about that.
No, of course not. It's crazy.
We have to move in a
Fuckers.
place
Yeah.
that fact weighs more than that. But I mean, that goes with anything. All that shit holds more weight than people actually do anything. Elon shooting fucking rockets at Mars, and Bezos not
Shooting
even
them
flying
to
into
Mars.
space.
He's not
At
shooting them
Mars.
at Mars. What do you? Come on.
you
but I
don't know
mean,
what his
He's
intention
not a Bond
is.
villain yet.
They
Yes.
follow that shit, and you have people
Give him
here
time.
that are literally changing the world and creating industries to get rid of the plastics that we throw in the ocean and stuff, and you hear nothing about none of that.
Nothing.
We're just all worried about these fucking rich assholes.
Get like you got kid geniuses that do stuff like that, but you hear about that. I
Yeah.
forget that Greta
Yeah.
whatever that's bitching
Yeah.
about
Oh,
the
yeah.
environment, like
What is her name?
Right, Thornburg.
Thurnberg
Yeah.
or whatever.
Something.
It's like,
How dare you?
How dare you
Well,
like shut up and do something.
do something?
Yeah.
About, and that's
Put
another
together a
thing
foundation. Stay off of planes.
with the people who get all upset and then they feed into the bullshit on Facebook and stuff like that. They feel like just them getting irate about it or texting about it or whatever is enough. But if they really believe that, say, the world is ruled by a child sex ring, whatever, like, what are you doing to fix the problem other than just perpetuating hate and anger on the
Right.
internet, you know?
And hopefully not fucking children.
I bitched
Yeah.
about it on Facebook. I did something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We have to move into, like, an action society because nobody, they do, man. They perpetuate these lies and these mistruths, and then they're like, oh, well, I talked about it, so that's enough. Or,
Right.
I don't know, but there's a lot of people that will back idiocracy. Idiocracy?
The movie?
No, the phrase, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I said the word. I don't even know if it's a real word.
See, you need to be on social media. Everybody, send us a letter if you want Adam to be on social media more.
Man, I haven't got on there for a while. I mean, aside from this.
I get on sometimes. I pretty much, like, I'll still tear people down on occasion, like if they're completely retarded.
I was reading you tearing
But-
down Todd about the band. What band was it? The Smiths.
The Smiths, yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking about that. Like, I started listening to the Smiths immediately after I read that.
It's like,
And Casper came home, and there was the Smiths playing from upstairs. Like, yeah. How do you not like Morrissey? I don't understand
Todd's
it.
wrong.
Todd's wrong. It's like, I like all the other bands of that era, but Morrissey. It's like, come on.
Yeah, the
I'd go gay
genius-
for that
The
guy.
genius from that era, I don't like.
I know.
Right?
God.
Go.
I want his new album. It needs to hurry up and come out. His last one, it grew on me.
Like a fungus.
Like a glorious fungus.
Gloriungus. Sounds
Yeah.
older.
It sounds like
Yeah,
a
that sounds like
It's
you
like
need
if-
to see a doctor.
Yeah.
if Guar was a
Yes.
praise band.
It'd be awesome.
That just reminded me when you said Guar. I've got friends that used to have a super popular paranormal podcast,
Yeah.
and they were friends with Dave Brocky
Hell yeah.
through their paranormal podcast because he just loved the ghost and all that shit.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, that's
when,
super cool.
when Guar came here to play at Waverly Hills, whenever that was,
Yes.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So they all came down and hung out, and they took Dave and went through the crowd out of makeup, and it was like nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Yes, that's awesome.
Like they were just out hanging out with everybody,
Yeah, dude, that would be so
and
cool.
then walking through Waverly with Dave out of costume, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that's super cool. I wouldn't know who any of them were out
Nope.
of costume.
I
haven't
didn't
seen
know
not
who
one
he
of 'em.
was till I seen him with my buddies. I was like, no shit.
Yeah.
You just walk past this dude on the street and not think twice about it.
And
Yeah.
dude, Guar's got it figured out for sure.
Yeah.
They can be
Always be a
well
band.
known and, be able to live a
And-
normal life.
Yeah.
One of the times he was on their show, which is another reason why I love him, is he spent a bunch of money to find out where Hitler was supposed to be buried in Germany so he could go
Yeah.
piss on his grave.
Yes.
They flew to Germany and
That's
peed
awesome. Yes.
on Hitler.
I would
Flew to
happily
Germany
do
and
that.
peed.
I know.
Yeah.
Very expensive
Get
piss.
back on the plane and come home.
I mean, he's got Guar money, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Why
So he's
would,
got a few thousand to blow.
why would we give a burial site to a man that created so much
Why
death and
not
destruction?
burn him?
Burn
He
him and
saved the
forget all about
economy
him.
of Germany.
Fuck
You're an
this guy.
idiot.
But
Yeah.
I think that speaks to how we, how deeply we believe in death and
Proper burials.
proper.
and-
You know what I
Yes.
mean? This
Yeah.
whatever it is, this status quo of what you're supposed to do when somebody like fuck that dude's body.
Respect the dead.
He threw bodies in a pit and fucking gassed people and
I mean, he
shit.
ordered it.
He has a gravesite. This is the thing. This is blowing me away right now.
it's supposedly,
That's crazy.
I'm assuming
Are you
that
doubting
with the
Guar?
money that the dude has available that
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
dude,
were
he's
able
not.
to find it.
I don't think that he's wrong because he's got the money to
Yeah,
find it. It's not like a big, spectacular, ornate something. It's just like a little
Yeah.
private.
well,
It's not
Hole
like
in the
Kennedy's
dirt,
grave.
They
Yeah.
paid the
They
don't
money
have
to
a
find out
flame
where it
for
is so
him.
they could go pee on it.
damn man, that's crazy.
It would be kind of funny if it was just like a leaky gas thing.
I wonder what they
Just
do
gas
with
leaking
a.
everywhere.
What do they do with a body that, like, say you have no children, you have nobody that is there for you or whatever, that even can say who you are aside from your birth certificate. Like, what do they do with those bodies? Do they actually
think
bury
they
those too?
Still
or
have
burn?
Potter's Fields.
Yeah. So is that they just
There was a bunch at Eastern Cemetery a long time ago.
Yeah. That's it's just odd, man. Like I feel like I probably won't have nobody like that, like family, because I won't have any kids or anything.
Right.
So it'd be weird.
And I'm not claiming you.
No, don't do that.
I'll already be dead for sure. You remember it was, I think, lockup is what it was, and they would have some of the inmates go and the unclaimed prisoners that died, they would dig them a grave. They would have like a little ceremony, and then they would bury them.
Yeah.
I always thought that was very nice. How much would it suck to just, I mean, you're dead, you don't know, but it's very sad to me that there are unclaimed bodies. Like these people, they either have no one or they don't know that they're dead, which is, I don't know which is more depressing. It's very sad.
We all want that, like people to mourn us when we die and shit. I guess that's why we all try to achieve anything in life. Or, like, we
your
want to be
heart
noticed.
to be shattered, motherfucker.
You want to be remembered.
Yeah, dude. But and what sense would that make in the afterlife or in death? Like, it doesn't matter what happened here on Earth. Like, you're not here anymore to see it. But we care about that, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we worry about our loved ones. Like when we're on our deathbed, they watch those people. They care about the people they're leaving behind and their well-being, and they care about like the pain that they're going to go through in death and the unknown. But
that
what
would
does
be
it matter?
the hardest part of death for me would be like if he was still alive, and my family would be thinking about all the pain that they're going to have. It would be horrible.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. As long as you're there doing that, I'm good.
Happily.
But most of us just want to be. What'd you say to me the other day? We want to be like, if I do something, I want to be accredited. Like, I want people to be like, "Oh, you're doing that."
Yeah, you just want like acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement that you're doing something, and it's hard to get there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would say
love
if
all
I
my
could do shit all day long, there's so much shit that I'm interested in, like tattoos or videos, music, and all that. Like, I don't actually know. I'm going back to this because I don't know what I actually like or what my parents taught me that I like. Like, I love baseball or like playing it, but is it only because my dad coached me when I was younger and we just
like
were
good
always
memories
at the ball
attached to
It's
it.
America's
Yeah.
pastime.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm in the tension of the.
My parents let me
Pitcher
go
and the
through
batter.
everything. I played baseball and basketball and so on and so on. And I finally wound up doing wrestling and photography.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Like I did photography in high school on film cameras.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I wish, well, my parents let me do a lot, which was really good, and I guess that's why I'm really good at stuff, but being good at stuff doesn't mean, like, that's your calling.
Right.
So that's what I told
Right.
Sarah. I was like, I don't know if I've ever, I love doing electric, but that's just because I'm good at it. Like, I guess maybe that's something I should meditate on.
That's
Like,
why I
what,
liked Mortal Kombat more than Street Fighter. I mean,
'Cause you
aside
could
from the
kill people?
fatalities, but I was better at it.
right.
But what I want to know is that in wrestling, like, I assume you mean like real wrestling.
Like college.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
like-
Greco-Roman.
Okay.
Like I started
Or
out with
freestyle.
Greco-Roman in high school and then moved on to freestyle wrestling.
Is it legal to hit somebody with a rock bottom? Like, if you can get it off,
It
can
might
you-
be.
All right.
It's awesome.
In freestyle wrestling, it probably is. In Greco-Roman, it's okay.
Right.
They got weird
It's like
rules.
in boxing, you can't really kick somebody, but in kickboxing, you can.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Look at you.
Look at me.
My first freestyle wrestling match, I got the shit kicked out of me because I didn't realize you can slam and suplex and do all
hell
these
yeah.
other things, and this guy just kicked the shit out of me.
In freestyle,
Was
can
it Kurt
you,
Hennig?
Oh, it could have been.
Yeah.
I mowed it, so it could have been.
in freestyle now, can you lift above your head and drop somebody, or is that still a
Yes.
no-go? Damn,
I mean, as
dude.
far as I know,
That'd
It's
take the
all
breath away.
legal.
and I learned that in freestyle, you can go overhead slam, and if you get a crowd reaction, you get a bonus point.
Get out of
So
here.
What the hell?
like you would get 5 points for the overhead slam, and a 6 point if the crowd reacts to it.
God, that is awesome.
It was. It was.
Freestyle wrestling might be the best thing ever.
Yeah. That makes me happy.
Fuck the NFL. Let's get freestyle wrestling
Yeah.
into the
Please.
limelight.
Please.
Do the Olympics do freestyle? Or are they still just Greco-Roman?
They did both.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if they did
Dude,
both.
cool.
But they didn't do. I found out there was a third branch called submission wrestling where you could do more
Hell
of
yeah.
the judo and jujitsu,
Yeah.
like the arm locks and
Yeah.
chokeholds and whatnot, and get people to tap out.
I don't understand why that type of wrestling isn't more prominent in at least the United States. I mean, these motherfuckers who love
Tap out.
professional wrestling.
It should have been.
Yeah,
But I
it
think-
definitely.
I think jujitsu kind of slid in with MMA and took over
Yeah,
where wrestling would have done it.
it sucks
It's true.
when I lived with Couch, because he had all the channels because he worked for Time Warner or whoever it was. It was great because they would have actual like college wrestling and I could watch it. I loved it. I had just a little period of time when I watched it regularly and then it's not there anymore. I truly didn't know that they even had it on TV until that moment.
Yeah, it's like ESPN, the Ocho.
Yeah, absolutely on the Ocho.
Shit.
Every once in a while, I would see a rugby game on. I'd
Yeah.
get excited, but
Like, oh wow, there's other sports besides baseball, basketball, and football out there, huh?
Hell yes.
I liked
Which is
football a lot,
good.
but wrestling was that. I wish I would have did that like in freshman year, like when I was younger, because I just did baseball and football and bowling, and I was like, these are it. And then when I found wrestling, man, I didn't know it was all that. I always thought it was like dudes in like a onesie, fucking like rubbing on each other, you know.
Can we?
But it's a tough 6 minutes.
that
man.
is what it is.
Got 6 minutes? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a
I've
tough
always
6
been
minutes.
told wrestling coaches, judo coaches, jiu-jitsu coaches, they got this funny joke. It's like, it's not gay if you don't make eye contact.
Yeah. Can we
Yeah.
just address the fact that we went bowling the other day? It was yesterday. Yeah. Adam got a 247.
Yeah.
This
247?
motherfucker
You're
got.
like 60 something
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
know.
God, he butt fucked you
Hey, but
so hard.
the second game we were very close. If he hadn't gotten strikes all in the 10th frame,
Yeah,
I
man.
could have beaten him.
Good
So-
on you for your badass game.
Yeah, I fixed my thumb hole, man. It was crazy what a difference just grinding out a little more space my thumb hole made for my shot. But
He got a strike every time except for like the first and third frame.
Yeah, that was fucked
And
up,
I guess
man.
maybe one in the 10th.
Because, I mean, there was a part of me, like, you know, you sent me that picture. I kind of assumed that maybe there was some tampering with the score. but
Absolutely not. No.
luckily,
That was
dude,
legit.
if you mess with the
That's
score,
nuts.
like the number will show up in red.
Yeah.
So like you can't like get a
Like
300
trick
over
someone.
that. Yeah.
You can just change all of them to red.
Yeah, and then you'll never know.
Right.
But it felt good though because it was just a long period of time where I was an idiot and stuff. Bowling, I've always like I fucking love bowling. I've loved it since I've been like 7. I love it. I don't know why. It's not like a very intensive sport or anything, but I've just always loved what it is and
Yeah,
the
it's
environment. But I was fucking doing like the few times I went out, man, we were doing terrible. But now we've been able to go like every weekend, and I'm getting back into my throw and learning again. And it's like I feel good that I'm back there instead of what I fuck, man. We went to that whatever that place was, and I got like under 100. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
It's awesome. It happens sometimes though. Well, and it seems weird that the thumb hole would be the thing that's preventing you from doing well, but you know, if it doesn't come out of your hand right, it impacts everything.
Yeah.
You can feel it. You know from the get-go this isn't
It's
going
like
to
a
feel right.
centimeter is like a
Yes.
difference between 7 and 10.
Yes, absolutely.
I
But
feel
that's-
like that's how to be if I'm ever able to lift weights like I used to. Like it feel really good that same way. It sucks when you really like something, but you know your body or time or choices make it hard for you to do it. You know.
Like breathing.
Yeah, man.
I love breathing and my body doesn't allow it.
It's like you getting back to being able to throw those kicks and shit, man. That makes a hell of a difference for your mental.
It does.
Do you collect teeth?
You should.
Yeah.
Wear 'em
I'm
in a
making a
necklace.
necklace.
Yeah.
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 Find somebody homeless begging for change. You just kick them in the mouth, take their tooth.
You're not using it, are you?
Give me one of your teeth, I'll give you $1.
You're not eating enough to need that.
Now I
make
see
soup.
that beer everywhere. You remember when like we had to go to Nashville or fucking
Yes,
Cincy to
dude.
get it and shit? It's
Hell
crazy.
yes.
My buddies from Pennsylvania would mule it down to Kentucky for me.
Yeah. It was like now they fucking sell it everywhere, which is obvious. Like they should have done that because
For
you know,
real.
if people are buying it and driving halfway across the state to get it, like
Every time we went to Tennessee, we would bring some back.
yeah,
There was that much of a problem finding soup?
Yes.
soup.
Yes.
There's no tomato soup anywhere.
Ridiculous.
I don't know why I said tomato. I don't like tomato soup.
I like it with grilled cheese.
I actually had that for lunch.
Really? Huh. I guess it's been several years since I've had tomato soup. Maybe I would like it again.
I will say.
I'll let you know. I'll keep y'all posted.
To the floating and doing the sensory deprivation, and talk about because I meditate at the house and stuff sometimes when I'm like far gone.
Bring it back in.
Yeah, dude, I was driving. I was like, I made the quick decision to go, and of course I went. There was a dump truck on the way there, and it broke my windshield, which I've already replaced one on the same vehicle for the same reason that they didn't clean off the truck. A rock fell off, hit it. I didn't know it cracked it. It fucking cracked it on the way down there. I'm super pissed. Like when something happens like that or a screw up at work, it's all I can think about. Like it fucking eats at me, and it's all I can talk about. So I get to the place, man, and Sarah was like, well, just calm down, enjoy the thing, whatever. And by the time I got out, I felt like I time traveled. And not only that, but the fucking crack, it sat in the heat, and it grew 2 more feet across the window. And I thought, no, it didn't even bother me. I'm like, we'll fix it eventually and stuff. So
What
the
happened with
amount.
the androgynous wonder.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the truck. Yeah.
Because it started out, and everybody was like, you got to change it, or it's going to grow. And I was like, I don't care.
Do you remember back in, like the 77 has a crack on the windshield, right? It's the original windshield that was on it. But, it didn't grow. It's a huge, it's about a quarter size. You can tell something big hit it. It's never grown. Like the glass was sturdy. It took one little nick, and it sits there, and it never grows. But now you get one little pebble hit right in the right location, and the shit grows all the way across the windshield.
Hell
and stuff.
yeah.
That old school glass.
Yeah, man, there was something about that old school glass. Like my grandpa's little like Nova, man, like had the same glass, and he had a little crack in it, but it never grew. It was the same size since I've been a kid. Like I don't know, there's something different they're doing.
Now
with
they
the
have like
glass.
safety glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's safe. It's 2-piece glass with a piece of film in the middle.
Yeah.
What that way, I guess, so when
Is
it
that
breaks.
good or bad?
It's good because the only glass that shatters is the outer piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on the way to Lexington this weekend, like I drove with Gary, and we saw like a bunch of cool old houses, and they had the thought where it's like, oh man, they don't make them like they used to. But then I thought, is that just going to be a thing that like every generation says?
Well, Gary's like 1,000 years old,
Yeah. He said every generation prior has said that.
and he would know.
All
Well-
100 of
Been through every generation.
I'll
I've
say
experienced
if
so
it
many
gets any
generations.
cheaper, we might as well not even sell anything. Like if it gets any more like lack of quality, we're gonna be. It's already terrible, dude.
What if they're trying to groom us for a nomad society?
Fuck,
That'd be kind of cool.
it'd be better than what they're doing now. They're just, they profit off these shitty fucking products. You remember, like, I'm a fixer, so if something breaks, I'm gonna fix it. But everything that you buy now, you can't find replacement parts.
That light.
That light, yeah, it's just baffling to me that you can't fix anything. There's some things that I can, but forget about it. If it's an electronic thing, nope. You got to buy the whole
Well,
unit.
and you have to buy it all like online. There's not like stores you can really go to and pick up material.
Yeah.
That's true about most things.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Which is kind of annoying, but
Yeah, but I think we should regain our quality, regain making it in house, and only order the materials we need, like cobalt.
But that
and stuff like
undercuts
that.
profit. What do you want about?
That's it.
That's the problem. That's China's in the way now of the fact that they have pushed their people so hard to make these products at a low price. Now their people are fucking mad that they're overworked and underpaid, and they realize that, and they realize that they have been like backing the United States, but all the debt that China's accrued building this infrastructure has come due, and their people are not behind them to fucking get it taken care of because they've not been taking care of themselves. But I think we should move into, that being said, I think we should move like in-house and do everything here as much as we can. We'll still have to order minerals and materials and stuff from other places. but-
Isolationism.
Yeah. What does it matter? You know, if we have to order something and it costs a little bit more, pay more people to do it better, all that shit. Like, if we just increase you know what I mean? Like, increase how much we make and how much a product costs and how much you pay your employees, all that shit.
Make it
Like,
affordable. Make it all equal.
yeah, like you control the money. Like, just control how it's
We can't do
distributed.
anything without it.
It's like if you're playing a game of Monopoly. You're like, oh, everybody, all right, you get these properties. This equals 25% of the value. You get this. It's 25%. And we'll just keep the game going. Nobody wants that.
Everybody wants to be the winner.
Yeah, everybody wants to go to Mars.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I don't. They're gonna have a
So we
slave
had to
race.
bomb
on Mars.
China and start assassinating rich people.
Damn.
Yeah.
We watched.
Take them out.
Maybe let's don't do that.
We watched Interstellar the other night. I don't know if y'all have seen it.
I ordered it.
Oh, did
because
you?
he told he was like, you're going to
It was
love
so
it.
good.
Dude, it was fucking. Look, it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
I love that
It's a
show.
good
I
watch.
hate
hell
long
yeah.
movies. Yeah, and it was great. I'd watch it again.
I was
Cool.
so jacked about
Yeah.
it.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
then.
we won't go no further on it because you just ordered and watched it. But it's a very interesting movie, and I think it's cool how they.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
I
But
kind of figured it would be.
Yeah.
It seemed like it would be a thing that deals. Does it deal with like time and existence and all that shit? McConaughey, like, is he McConaughey or is he kind of like?
oh, he's full on
Not.
McConaughey.
He
Yeah, full on.
certainly is very McConaughey, but
I love the man regardless.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
he's just he's like cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
And with it being Christopher Nolan, it's just like, fuck yeah, dude.
God, it's great. I want to watch it again.
That's what a lot of the
do.
concepts they make simple, but I feel like conceptually speaking, they're very difficult topics. I mean, I like how they did it, and I like how their like consultant helped them out with the film. But the concepts behind them, I mean, they're legitimate. Like, these are all possibilities. So even with the black hole thing, you know, it just, I don't know, it's just interesting.
You son of
concept.
a bitch.
Yeah, now he knows there's
I
a
didn't know
black
there were
hole
black
in
holes
You
in
knew
it.
there was a black. It's the universe, man.
I don't know what the universe looks like.
It's a hole.
it. Yeah, it is.
Shit.
See, look, you ruined it.
I guess
My bad.
Well, this is Bobby's last appearance.
there would have
In
to be a
life.
way.
I'll see you in 2 years, right?
There would have to be a way to move through space, because if things are hundreds of light years away, right? Hundreds of thousands, millions of light years away, there has to be a way to get from here to there in our physical form without like killing ourselves.
Why?
There has to be a way.
Why?
because
Because we're all
everything is
alone in
possible.
this.
I mean, why not?
If everything is possible, then
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
why don't
That's
y'all
what I
give us a
thought.
call?
I don't have
if you think
time to come up with some crazy ass scenario. That's not possible, but you know there is one.
Yes,
Can there be a blonde Jap from China?
absolutely.
If we start mixing races, like you said,
Well, and,
absolutely.
It can happen.
well,
The
if
cars will stop. Go.
if your parents were Japanese but you're born in China, I mean,
And your grandma's from Sweden.
boom, blonde,
Damn.
done.
Score.
We
Got
just did
this.
that in 15 seconds. What you got next?
I don't know. I just pulled that from National
I know.
Lampoon Senior Trip.
Man,
But that
y'all,
was good work, guys.
Yeah,
You're an excellent team.
y'all ready for nachos?
yeah.
Were you ready for
Yeah,
nachos?
yeah.
You ready for nachos?
So what we're having?
Have you seen me?
You fucking called it.
Yeah, bitch, you asked
Do I
and
look
you
like I
didn't
don't
remind
like
me.
I
nachos?
fucking love nachos.
You know. I was just trying to make it seem like you guys thought of it.
Bobby,
Aw,
man,
you're
we
sweet.
greatly appreciate you coming back,
Thanks for
hanging
having
out
me
with
out.
us, dude.
Thanks, man.
We appreciate that, and we
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
anybody that took a listen. Take a listens.
Yeah, take
Thank
a
you for
look.
that.
Except Dr. Sex Woods.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
No, man. Thank you for making it this far on
But also,
episode
hi.
118 with Bobby Tingle. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, me.
Thank you, me.
Thank you, you.
Yeah, man. That was the show.
Scat,
Like,
scat.
comment, share. Ba-da-ba-ba-dee-ba-ba.
Skibbity.
Bobby,
Boppity.
Bobby.
It's awesome.
Bobby Tingle. Tingle. Tingle.